Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here on this Friday morning. Got a great show lined up. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. It's going to be sunny. That object you're going to look up in the sky and see, that's called our sun. It's been a while since we've had it, so it's going to be exciting to see it. So a good sunny day, still going to be a little cool, high up on the 58 and low tonight of 39. So it's going to be a great weekend to get outdoors and some kayaking or hunting in the woods or just getting outdoors tomorrow. Water temperature is still at 60 degrees. That's 8 degrees. I've mentioned this all week now. It's 8 degrees warmer than it was this time last year in January. So it's going to be, be looking out for some early Spanish mackerel, I'm guessing. River readings, take a look at the river readings. Apalachicola, Bluntstown is going down. It's really dropping out for the weekend tonight. Friday night, it's going to be dropping pretty fast and leveling on off Sunday. It's reading a 5.9. Look at how much it's come in 1 week. It's come from flood stage all the way down to 7 foot, or actually 6 foot. So it's going to really, it shows you how fast it can drop. That's the big river. Now, the Choctahatchee River over Caryville, just meandering along pretty steady right here, right at 5.9. The reading on Apalachicola, I read the wrong one. It's 9.3 on Apalachicola and 5.9 on Choctahatchee. Okay? Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Good tides today and good tides tomorrow. We're looking at a low tide at 3:52 this morning and a high tide at 5:51 this evening. So we've got some good strong tides, and it's the marine forecast coming out of north from 7 to 9. I don't know how they got those numbers, but that's what the National Weather Service is saying, 7 to 9. So it's going to be 7 in the morning and 9 later on in the day as it picks up. Let's go ahead and take a look at our fishing game forecast today, brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty. Mark's number is 832-6000. Our time this morning from 8:09 to 10:09. And this evening from 8:36 to 10:36. So tomorrow morning now the times will be on my web page, and look at the times because these bucks are in rut and they'll be walking about that time. So tomorrow morning, about the middle of the morning, it's going to be a little bit later tomorrow. So morning hunt's going to be really good tomorrow. All right, we'll take our break and we'll be right back with our guest. Okay, welcome back and welcome to Brad Stevens.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing great. Brad's over here working, believe it or not, trying to get some stuff done. How was Christmas?
Christmas was wonderful.
Good.
It was absolutely, my girls were at 3.5 and 5.5, so their eyes were about this big around. They came around that corner. The way our house is set up, come out of the kids' hallway and they round up to our family room, as we call it, our playroom. Mm-hmm. We had the tree and the Santa and all that, so it was just.
That's great.
I already can't wait for next year.
That's a good age right there. Listen, we were talking before we came on the air and all, and we got a situation here a lot of people aren't aware of, and I'm aware of it only because of some things you posted on Facebook about this Shell Island situation. So let's try to inform our viewing audience what's going on there.
Yeah, everybody knows Shell Island is a beautiful island. It's a delicate habitat, it's natural resource. It's absolutely beautiful. Us, and when I say us, the citizens of Bay County, we've been taking care of that and maintaining that for, as long as anybody alive can remember. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing it with great success. We're basically self-regulating. If you get people doing stuff, I've been over there and had somebody shoot off through, some sand dunes and, what are those, sea oats. And you're just like, hey, you don't need to be on that. And I see that time after time. It's kind of self-regulating. And it's really good. People that are dogs over there, their dogs are very well behaved. I mean, every once in a while you get a wild cannon here or there, but the vast majority of everybody is very civil and takes care of the island. Well, the Audubon Society all of a sudden thinks it's a great idea to basically shut the island off so you can't go to Shell Island and play. And it's the Miami-based part of the Audubon Society, and they have this big campaign because the state of Florida has to do a 10-year management plan for the state park. Roughly half the island is controlled by the state park. Whatever the state park rules are has to go through all the state park. We all understand that. Mm-hmm. All we want is status quo. So if you go to our website, sunjammers.com/Shell Island, we're going to have links to take you to a couple outside pages. One's going to be the Friends of Shell Island pages and it's going to be a straight link to a form you can fill out to email the state. Nice, quick, and easy. It took me literally about 45 seconds to send it, and I even added some of my own content to it to let them know that you want to keep it exactly the same as it is, status quo. The other ones, I'll actually put some links to the Audubon Society where they're trying to get you to do just the opposite. So if you think it should be shut down, by all means, let your voice be heard that you think the island should be shut down so we can't go play on it. But I truly believe in my heart it's our island, and we can take care of it. And I want my little girls to be able to go over there and play, spend the night on Shell Island, run around at night and go snipe hunting, just like I did. It's a rite of passage for all Bay Countyans to go snipe hunting at night on Shell Island. And
that's true.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we haven't heard much about it in our newspaper or the television or anything. So maybe they'll get the word out and let a lot of people know, because it is a public island out there. And,
absolutely, we own that island. It's the state of Florida owns that island, so we need to have some control and say so if we get to use it or not.
You're so right about our voice being heard. I sat here about a year ago, and some of the viewers told me about them charging a fee at the St. Joe City boat ramp, and at first I didn't believe it, and I checked it out, and they were right. And I came on air and said, now we need to as outdoorsmen do something about this. Talked to the city commissioner. Well, nothing was done, and we predicted if it wasn't done there in St. Joe, nobody protested, it's going to be done other places. And guess what? City of Mexico Beach is charging for their public boat ramp. That's our boat ramp built with our tax money. It's really double taxation is what it is.
Absolutely.
I've had a couple of viewers say they wanted to file a lawsuit because of double taxation, having to pay, which makes sense, you know.
And I've had people go, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. You don't think that'll happen, everything. So all of those people, I will have that conversation with you the 10th day into federal snapper season this year. Let's have that conversation. Because it'll never happen because they've also taken away snapper.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we have to get our voice heard, and it's so important we do that. And we got to stay informed.
Absolutely. You know, and I'm not up here to tell you my way's the right way. I just want you to be informed so you don't get blindsided when 2 years from now when you go to Shell Island and there's somebody there with a gun saying you can't come on Shell Island. It's for the birds, not for you. Just be aware. It could happen. Who knows?
Okay. All right. So we know that now. So we're going to talk more about it as time goes on, and we'll keep you informed on it. So what we're going to do now, Brad brought a lot of cool stuff, and you want to start showing it now? Or you want to get set up over here?
Yeah, let me show a few T-shirts here.
Okay.
Our St. Andrews location down here at 1129 Beck Avenue. If you haven't been by to see us yet, Mardi Gras is going to be a great time to come see us. Before or after, we're probably going to have to shut down in the middle of the parade just for security reasons. We have cool shirts. These are Skinny Water Culture shirts. I know these are kind of hard to see in here. These are all performance microfiber shirts. Cool artwork on the back of it. Just show you a handful of these. This shirt right here is called the Been There, Done That. So that's about all of us. Just a cool retro throwback.
A lot of us can wear that.
This next one, I believe, for all you duck hunters out there, it is a microfiber shirt. This is the giant Skinny Water Culture shirt with a couple ducks through it.
Got
and
a redfish on it?
No, that's the redfish tail. That's the Skinny Water Culture logo. And our funniest one of our top sellers, it's a trap. It's a picture of a triple tail about to bite a hook, and the fishing line says it's a trap. You get to play on words on this. He's not about to bite a hook. This is a crab trap because that's typically where you find the triple tails. So there's a lot of play on words there. And then you get into something we're proud of, which is our custom Sunjammer stuff. This is the ladies' pink, just the sailfish and that historical round logo. Just says Historic St. Andrews on the bottom of it. This is printed on a cotton shirt. It is super lightweight, super soft, and it is a very cool shirt when you're hot and vice versa. And we have these in multiple colors. There's just a different shot of it. So the St. Andrews store, we love the beach store still, full-blown bait and tackle and all that. St. Andrews is going to get in a little more of this stuff, so come see us. Okay,
that sounds good. Nice-looking shirts there, too. All right, we're going got a lot more equipment to show you, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Here we are, standing up. This is not a famous Friday fishing forecast.
Not yet,
but this is a presentation. I was telling Brad I've always wanted to do more of this. When I first started the show, if y'all remember, I was standing up and walking around doing stuff like this. So, and Brad brought some seats for us, and we're going to decide to do this segment, and we can see them better.
Absolutely. The major complaint we get when people want to start kayak fishing is kayak fishing is uncomfortable, and they always go, well, the seat's uncomfortable, it flops around. So I just wanted to show you a little bit about the new kayak seats. This seat right here, this is in about 75 or 80% of the Hobie Mirage kayaks right here. It's actually adjustable up and down in the seat. You can also adjust it this way in the seat. Of course, the backrest goes forward and aft wherever you want. It has a built-in lumbar support. I don't know if you can see through here. This is a mesh fabric. It's actually breathable. Very, very, very comfortable seat to sit in for long term. So
that looks comfortable. It really does.
It is very comfortable. And before everybody asks, unfortunately, it's not upgradable to your current Hobie kayaks. It's 2015 and newer.
Okay.
So it won't work. It won't work on your
That's
boats.
the first thing I thought about.
Yep.
So I now got to buy a new one.
You know, just saying. This right here is a seat. The Wilderness Systems, which is our second major brand that we have, has a boat called the Ride 115 and the Ride 135. This seat will fit in either one of them. Same thing, very comfortable, adjustable lumbar like this. It will raise and lower as well in the boat, as well as this one will slide forward and aft roughly about 8 inches, so you can tune your load. If you get a lot of stuff in the back, you can slide your seat forward and stuff like that. Just very, 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 very comfortable. And I got one more if I could shimmy it up here this morning. This one right here is going to look just like a beach chair. This sits in the Pro Angler series of the kayaks.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see it's a big framed beach chair and super comfortable. It will also raise and lower about 4.5, 5 inches. Adjustable lumbar support on the back. All breathable fabrics here. Just, it's unbelievable. It's comfortable.
Well, that's going to sit you up more, too, and you're going to be able to...
When you come in the shop in St. Andrews, or the beach store even, we're sitting on these for our chairs around the store. That's how comfortable they are. We can sit in them all day long while we work. We're having one made, I believe, by Hobie that's going to be a bar height. It's going to be our new chairs at both of our seats because these are just so comfortable. Just swing by either location, the Highway 79 location or the one in St. Andrews. And
are these adaptable? Or these?
Yeah, this is for the Pro Angler 12 series, so it'll work on 2013 and newer Pro Angler 14s and every Pro Angler 12 ever built.
Okay, cool.
Just very, very comfortable seats.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then we have one more. This one right here also fits in the Ride series that I was talking about. It's not as comfortable as the other one, but it's a lower price point. With comfort comes a price tag, unfortunately. This still has, this front flap right here will raise and lower to give you thigh supports. Then the backrest is adjustable forward and aft, and this one can also slide forward and aft in the kayaks.
Oh, cool.
Very, very comfortable seat for the Ride series.
Very nice.
Basically, all of the kayaks we sell, some have fixed seats that are bolted in there. Obviously, I couldn't bring those in. Still very comfortable. If you're getting tired of sitting in a kayak, something's wrong. Either it's not adjusted just right for you, or it's not the right kayak for you. And when I say getting tired of sitting in it, 4.5, 5 hours go by. That's when you should start getting. I can't sit in a car for 4.5, 5 hours without having to readjust. Yeah. But I have people that go, I'm out 10, 15 minutes a minute. It just kills my back. It kills, my sciatic nerves just screaming at me, stuff like that. It's the tools you're using.
Yeah, it's comfortable. You want to be comfortable and all. Now, also the crate. Can we reach that crate? Have we talked about it?
We can. Yeah, we can definitely reach the crate.
This is something that's really cool too. This is something very lightweight, first of all, and maybe we'll turn it.
And
it's completely unrehearsed.
Yeah, completely unrehearsed. This is Hobie's H crate. It's a glorified milk crate, if you will. Lightweight. What I do like about this is when it's sitting in your kayak, either way like this. All these holes here are mounting holes. You can put multiple rod holders on here. But on Hobie's 2015 Pro Anglers, these rails up top, and this has 4 of them on it, it's a 12-sided rail. Most people look at anything it's round. Well, it's 12-sided, and Hobie has all these attachments to go on it. You can put additional rod holders on here, cup holders. The most popular one, it's just a flat plate, and then you can bolt a ram ball to it, and then you can use any of the Yak Attack rod holders or anything like that you already have for storage behind your seat. People are going to be putting these on paddle boards in front of them. There's 4 molded-in rod holders here. We believe you can get a stand-up paddleboard paddle shoved in the side here. There's just a lot of uses for this thing.
I get tickled because we all start with a milk crate.
Absolutely.
We all start with that. But honestly, you got to work yourself up to something like this. I mean, because you only got so many times you go fishing, so many hours you go fishing, and you got to have some of the best quality. That's the way I feel about outdoor equipment and all. I just want to have the very best because it's important to me to have quality equipment for quality time.
Yeah, and it's the little things on this. It has the built-in straps, the 4 buckles to go around. With the molded-in rod holders, it has these built-in bungee cords that come around and lock in so that your reel doesn't fall out. I mean, there's just tons of thought. And we got these yesterday and put them together, or the day before yesterday. So we're still learning something. Every time we pick up this thing, like, oh, man, did you know it did this? St. Andrew store is constantly calling the beach store and we're bragging about something we found out on the H-Crate.
That's cool. Christmas is over, but everybody's got a birthday this year.
Absolutely.
Everybody does.
Everybody.
Gail, remember mine's March 23rd now. So that's cool. All right. Good stuff. All right, we're going to take our final break. We're going to come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. All right, welcome back to the famous Friday fishing forecast. We're going to get started. We have some names to add in here. Brad, let's add some more names.
We got Mark Bell from Bonifay. We got Bradley Stanford, who's the Breakfast Point boys basketball coach.
Good boy.
We have Marcus Parrish, who's a local boy. And we have Wesley Bell from Bonifay. Y'all are in the pickle jar.
You see all the ones we added in just in a week and a half. So y'all doing good. We're gonna have a Valentine's Day giveaway too. So don't forget to do that. All right, Brad. We're gonna do the $20 gift certificate first. And the winner
is Dennis Scott from Sneeds.
Okay, that's good. Identify our time. That's good.
What's this one for?
This is going to be for the big red snapper.
And it is Mark Miller from Lynn Haven.
All right, so we got, okay, I'm keeping the left and right. Okay, so left would be 20 and Mark. All right, very good. Sneed and Lynn Haven. Now let's talk about our famous Friday fishing. We'll start with Mexico Beach because they have a good report here from Captain Mitch Coleman and from Florida Days Adventures. And this is good winter fishing, and we're looking at water temperature is 61 down there, so it's very, very close to here. And there's plenty of bait moving along the beaches, which is good news for this time of year.
Great sign.
And which is going to bring a lot of activity from the county line. A lot of whiting are being caught in the surf, and that's a great way to take a kid fishing or take some folks that's never caught a lot of fish, take them whiting fishing this time of year. They're using cut shrimp down there, and they're catching them along the canal jetties and along Mexico Beach there. Near shore, they're still catching flounder and sea bass on cut bait and squid at the car bodies. Squid is doing good at car bodies. Offshore, typical January fishing, you got triggerfish and AJs on big structure. They use live grunts for the AJs and cut squid for the triggers. That's textbook fishing right there.
Absolutely.
It's hard to beat cut squid as bait and everything. Okay. Now we want to move up here. One of the things, we got a good pier report. Talked to them this week and out there. Talked to Carrie at the pier, and they're catching some nice. They're catching some nice flounder over here. Let me see. We got okay. There's Panama City right there. There you go. On the monitor right there. The flounder fishing was been good at the pier. Believe it or not, they caught some nice redfish, and they're also catching some good sheephead out there. Carrie was talking about this week. They were out on the pier when they're actually pulling up some sheephead and flounder. Here in St. Andrew Bay, I think, Brad, one of the early things, the squids are coming in, and they're catching some squid down at the City Marina, and got some good reports. What about on your end? Have you, your guys at West Bay or anything, from Choctahatchee Bay, y'all hearing much?
We're not hearing much about Choctahatchee. The West Bay Bridge, they're catching a few sheep's head, those black drum, and then if you slide out of the intercoastal waterway there, they're catching a few trout and redfish out there on the flats, but our guys have all been in the woods here lately.
January, that's a typical January pattern. We talk about that on a regular basis, and I'm guilty of that myself. I'm going to hunt this weekend. I'm not going to fish, but we got a 3-day weekend, so actually I say I'm going to try to hunt, fish, hunt in that order.
And I think the kids have a 4-day weekend, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do. Makes you wish we were back in school as a student.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be this is a great time of the year for hunting. We talk about it all the time about the rut in this area is really strong right now. But on winter fishing, the weather should be really nice. We're looking at some good weather this weekend. You go off the pier, go off the jetties down there. I know the sheephead at the jetties are going to be strong in late January and early February. So that's some things you can look forward to. Over on the big river, Apalachicola, it's going to be the white trout. They're catching some nice white trout over there. Let's go over here to behind St. Vincent Island. Oh, okay. Now we're East Point. Okay, here we go. Let's center in here on these feeder out between East Point and Apalachicola. See all those feeder creeks and all? We talk about them all the time. I'm just going to enlarge so you can just get the scope of what's going on. I show this to my students. They're just amazed by. They have no idea when they go over to the Apalachicola Bridge. There's that much activity out there. So it's going to continue to be like that in the winter. You can put it in there, and we're going to have a good time going through here. I keep looking at this area here because we're going to go down to Carabel, and we're going to talk to Miller down. Miller always says big trout this time of year. Big trout are coming in from the Carabel River, coming down right by Sea Quarters Marina, and also a big trout can be caught out from Lanark Village right there. So these two areas here are going to be good. The feeder creeks. We're talking about speckled trout and feeder creeks coming. Yep. The feeder creeks. This cold weather now. It just hadn't gotten as cold as it did last year, but this cold weather is going to push those trout up in there.
Absolutely.
I did get a report this week from Sandy Creek, and Sandy Creek has been slow recently, but a fellow he and his buddy caught some nice speckled trout in Sandy Creek. And also I had some East Bay pictures, some kayakers.
Absolutely.
Still catching those redfish on the Tennille Bridge.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And that night fishing is good. We got to be prepared with light and everything.
Absolutely, and to be prepared for the wind to pick up and get cold this time of year.
Yeah. So all those will be good. How about it? So we're going to wrap it up. As always, we appreciate y'all watching. Panhandle Outdoors had a great week. Want to continue to get you to enter the contest. We'll be giving all kind of stuff away in 2015. It's going to be. We're looking forward to a great year. We talked about that early part of January. What a great year we're going to have Panhandle Outdoors. And I know Sunjammers.
We're poised. Come see us in St. Andrews. Come check out these new kayak seats. And don't forget, sunjammers.com/Shell Island. Be informed.
Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. You have a great weekend. Do something outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.